Recording in progress. Puma Pants says hello. He's very purry right now. He likes today's topic. He told me about it through cat telepathy. But we're talking about opening up this storage shed that's up in heaven and allowing and bringing ourselves into receptivity and receipt of it now or sooner rather than later, so to speak, and how we might do that. And it's a fascinating topic to think about because it's all just waiting for us. And it's the answer to all of our prayers and all of our heart's dreams and all of our destiny. And it's lined up for eternity out into the future. But as humans, we tend to block it off because we pay more attention to the contrast that stimulated our desires rather than in become a conscious alignment with our desires. In other words, we resist. And I'm thinking today that one of the quickest, most effective ways we can do, or we can get ourselves into alignment with that storage shed of infinite goodness that's all lined up for each and every one of us, the best of us and the least best of us, so to speak, is that there's a funny thing. There's, I think, perhaps the strongest addiction on this earth. It's not one that's typically mentioned, but it's an addiction to reality. People are addicted to reality. By reality, I mean, well, the appearance of things, the way it is right now. I mean, pause for a moment. Just look out into the room that you're in. Look at all the chairs and couches and furniture and whatever light is coming in and shadows and whatever depth there appears to be. Look out on that for a moment. And then we just realize that it's obviously a bunch of different forms and shapes of atoms that have agglomerated into, have frozen into time and space. That chair that I'm looking at are atoms, subatomic particles, various elements that have frozen in time, so to speak. Have those atoms always been the chair? Of course not. Will they always be the chair? In 500 years, where will that chair be? It won't be a chair anymore, that's for sure. You know, you listen to the astrophysicists and they say that we're star stuff. All the elements of our body were developed in supernovas from hundreds of millions, if not billion, probably billions of years ago. So one of the great spiritual masters, these are the most stunning words, I think, when I'm still gathering the import of this. And as this sinks into me, it changes me for the better every single day, as the truth always does for any of us that employ it. And it's this spiritual maxim or axiom that says, don't judge appearances, judge the truth. Don't judge appearances, meaning don't get addicted to the way that it is right now. Now, this is not to say that we should become starry-eyed denialists, a bunch of ostriches with our heads in the sand and not acknowledge the way that it is right now. That's certainly not going to work. That's not being intelligent. But the highest level of intelligence is to look into any situation such as it is and don't judge it. The word judge, one of the meanings means to make a final conclusion, right? We make a judge renders his verdict and the final conclusion is given and each party wanders off into the day, with the effect of that judgment. So our judgment, our wisdom can look out into the appearance of things, the reality of things such as they are, but it's in we buy it hook, line, and sinker. And because of that, we tend to stay stuck. We don't allow things to move as quickly as they could because we judge the appearance of things, especially trouble and problems and limitation and lack and difficulty. We tend to look at it, generally speaking, what humans do. This is human history. I'm speaking generally now, and individually, almost everybody. When a problem or a situation develops, we look out at it and we judge it to be permanent or difficult or long lasting, or that it'll never go away. We're addicted to reality. Earth is a rehab planet. It's where spiritual beings are sent on their upward journey toward becoming their highest version. And on Earth, the Earth seems to have a very stable environment. I look in my living room. There's all the stuff, and you know what? It's going to change. It's going to all those atoms are going to dissolve and make something new. So if we remember to not judge, not draw final conclusions about what we see, that opens up within us our power of perception and the power of potential to shape and come into alignment with that great destiny that's available to all of us when we see reality through our God eyes and rather than our human eyes. Don't judge appearances, judge the truth. That's what Looney says. We'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow is visiting day. Enjoy the beautiful day.